Hello, I'm Ari, and today we're going to look at a subscription box that doesn't have any art in it. This box is to promote optimal health and well-being and our overall wellness. And you may be wondering what that has to do with art. It has a lot to do with art, and we'll get to that. So let's get started with this unboxing. It's a new subscription box to me. I became aware of it a couple months ago and decided to give myself this for the next year. And that is the Broglie Box. And it says, from inner pieces to inner peace. So what is Broglie Box? It's a tool that was developed by Julia Broglie after losing her older brother to suicide and dealing with her own mental health and well-being issues. Broglie Box is a way to take a moment for yourself. It's a subscription box that is seasonal, so there's 4 boxes a year. Each box will have 6 to 7 full-size items in it. It comes with a Peace of Mind magazine. It's a little bit on the expensive side, only when you look at it for the either annual or quarterly subscription. So each box, if you just want to buy one box and try it out or send it as a gift, is $65 per quarter. The annual subscription takes the price down to $58 paid annually. And I know that still sounds like a lot for one box. There's over $200 worth of items, retail value in each box. So with Broglie Box, you receive 4 boxes a year. So it kind of breaks down to about $15 a month going towards each box, which is like the cost of a bottle of wine or 3 cups of your specialty coffee a month just to get the box and the goodies inside. And I guess that's how I like to look at it. It makes it a little bit easier to justify putting that in the budget. And so it really isn't that expensive. Per box price, it seems like a lot. And I'm not saying that $15 a month is not a lot, because for some people it can be. However, you have to make time for yourself and give back to yourself a little bit, no matter what your circumstances are. If you can afford something like this, this is a great way to establish a pattern of self-care. We all need self-care, and as artists, I think we need it a little bit more than others, because one of our joys relies on our creativity. And so sometimes when we lose that creativity, we're really hard on ourselves. And it's not always easy to get it back. But things like Broglie Box give us a toolkit to be ready for times like that, to practice self-care more regularly. By not taking time for ourselves each day to regroup, plan, organize, and to find our joy, that's what can lead us into depression and anxiety, avoiding deadlines or projects. I know for myself, if I find myself avoiding something, it's that thing that I need to do to feel better, which the act of doing it doesn't necessarily make me feel better, and it might cause a little bit more anxiety. But once that is off my plate, I feel 100% better. So that's just something to keep in mind. What's inside these boxes is 6 to 7 large items, full-size items, in different categories. The website said it had aromatherapy, visual and tactile, nutritional, and fitness. And on one hand, I'm a minimalist, and I think, I don't want stuff that I don't want. However, so why do I want a box coming to my house full of stuff that I never even knew I wanted or needed? Well, because I think self-care is important. And eventually on my channel, I will share some of my life with you. And I've had periods of grief and I've suffered many losses. And I think it's important before things happen to you and things change your life that you have an established pattern of care, that it comes naturally to take care of yourself. Because in times of crisis or health issues or a death of a loved one is not the time to be scrambling for ideas or researching what the best thing is. You want to know off the top of your head what things are going to help you feel better. What is your go-to list and toolbox in times of stress or anxiety, depression, or tragedy? You know, a lot of us don't like to think about those things, and yet they happen to people around us all the time. And we don't want to dwell on those things because that can cause more anxiety. But what we want to do is have tools in our toolbox that will help us get through a rough day at work, a really tight deadline, you know, breaking up with a boyfriend or girlfriend. You want to have a good idea of how to take care of yourself when the unexpected happens, and when, you know, even when the expected happens. So you do save on this Broglie box $25 a year if you do the annual subscription. There's no shipping on these boxes. These boxes are not meant to replace mental or medical care. They're just a supplement to that, or just an everyday thing to use to maintain your mental and physical health. And one of my tips for mindfulness and emotional well-being is keep it simple. You should have joy every day, but it doesn't have to be like a trip to the Bahamas. It could be your favorite cup of tea at the end of the day, cuddled in your favorite blanket. It could be just walking outside and taking a breath of fresh air. I'm going to share with you a toolbox list of self-care things as an example of a list you can make for yourself, and you can fill your list with things that you know will make you feel good. And we all have, so take mine as an example of things I can do when I need to take some time for self-care. And for me, lighting a candle or taking a hot bath with Epsom salts and essential oils is kind of one of my favorite things, and a cup of tea, reading a book, or cuddling in my favorite blanket. Those are all things that just when it's been a long day and I want to unwind, those are things I do. And that's kind of what these Broglie boxes are about, is setting up a self-care plan for yourself and having some fun little tools and tricks at hand that you can have on the go and ready. My next recommendation is to do 2 things for yourself every day. And it doesn't have to be big things. Just taking a moment to journal, or at the beginning or end of your day, taking a hot bath, just pausing for a moment during your day. All those things can add to your overall well-being. App I love, it's called Calm. Even the free portion of their app has calming visuals and a mindfulness breathing app. It will give you a circle that tells you when to breathe in, when to breathe out, when to breathe in, when to breathe out. So if you're one of those people that kind of struggle with meditation, that may be a nice app to try out, is Calm, C-A-L-M, and it's available, I believe, on Android and Apple iPhone. So look for that too. This is my first subscription. It's the Winter Broglie Box. I saw them on YouTube a few months ago, and I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a really cool concept. I've had my own share of grief and loss, and I thought I wanted to try it. I wanted to see if something like this could be helpful for people. And, you know, over the course of the year, you'll see all the boxes on this channel. And as we go, I will talk about whether each box is worth it. And at the end of the year, whether or not it was helpful and worth the subscription cost. But like I said, $15 a month is what you're putting towards it for the 4 boxes. And you get the 4 seasonal boxes. So you get a winter, spring, summer, and fall box. So that's kind of like a lot of the beauty subscription boxes where it's the seasonal thing. And I want to showcase things on this channel that are helpful to artists, and I think this could be helpful to artists. I want to showcase things that I believe in, and I think Julia Broglie's message is an important one. In our society, I think mental well-being and emotional well-being has a stigma that it shouldn't have, because we all have our mental health. Some of us struggle more with that than others, whether it's a chemical reason or life event reasons. And we all need to maintain our mental health, because something can happen tomorrow that you weren't expecting, and it can throw your whole world into disarray. So having a plan and a pattern developed in your life can be life-saving. Self-care is one of the most important things. Taking time every day for joy in your life is the most important thing. You know, you have other obligations, but your first obligation is to yourself and then others. Because if you're not whole and complete and taking care of yourself, you're not going to effectively take care of those around you. So things like Broglie Box may be helpful. I'm new to this subscription, so I don't know. I don't know if it will be helpful, but I hope you'll enjoy this series on my channel. I will be offering mental emotional health Mondays, so we can look at, from an artist's point of view, what things can help us stay healthy as an artist. We have all the same life worries that everyone else has, but we also have that self-criticalness of our artwork, of ourselves, perfectionism. We have tight timelines and deadlines for projects. We have our business to run. Many artists are self-employed, and that has its own stress and strains. And so taking time for ourselves to center, plan, and do things that bring joy to our life when we have moments that are stressful can really be helpful. Because as an artist, it can be easy to get overwhelmed. We have a timeline that it's getting really hard to make because our muse didn't show up this month. For creatives, that can be a real struggle. That's different than other people that just go and punch a clock and do their work. Creativity requires our muse to show up, and or whatever you call it, our creativity, just show up and be present to put things down on paper. It requires patience and presence. So I think something like Broglie Box could be helpful. So let's get started and see what's inside. So this is the Broglie Box. I really like the details on the box. It comes with Peace of Mind magazine. Has a seasonal affect disorder. It looks pretty good. Here's a menu. I'm not going to look at it right now. All right, the first thing is the Evolve Gaiam stretch strap. So it's brain juice, be mindful, be present. brain juice for focus, clarity, mood, and memory. On your brain. That. We have 2 ounces of brain juice and pomegranate, original, strawberry lemonade, and orange. So that's fun. We get a little brain juice for focus, clarity, mood, and memory. Turn on your brain. So we have that. We have neurogum for energy, clarity, and focus. Enlightenment. That's funny. Aspartame free, 9 pieces. Fuel your body, activate your mind. Nootropic blend of natural green tea, caffeine, L-theanine, and brain active B vitamins. We have the Gaiam Restore Cold Therapy Massager. It's a stainless steel roller. Place in the freezer for 20 minutes for added relief. Stainless steel barrel with ergonomic handle reduces inflammation and sore muscles. Free how-to workouts and videos. We have our Happy Light. Time of day, using your Happy Light within 4 hours of waking up. Choose a spot. We suggest placing your Happy Light within 24 inches of your face and using it for 20 minutes. The closer it is, the less time you need. Customize your usage. Your Lumi has an adjustable brightness, allowing you to choose a setting that's right for you. So Verilux Lumi. Congratulations, a Happy Light Lumi light therapy lamp. So remember, the magazine had said seasonal affective disorder, 'tis a season, and here's how to deal and be the happy light in your life. Happy light. Make your happiness a priority. So it's like the size of maybe an iPad or a Kindle. And our plug-in is there. This becomes the stand. Power button. So we have 3 levels of light. Just by tapping the button. And the power button is at the top. Again, about the size of a Kindle, iPad. It comes with a stand, the plug, Verilux Lumi Happy Light. On our last item in the box is the Daily Greatness Original 90-Day Journal. In this 90-day edition, you will be guided to form great habits through 8 daily steps of meditation, visualization, intentions, dream journaling, gratitude, even self-awareness questions, exercises, inspired actions, and inspiration. The weekly check-ins keep you committed, accountable, and motivated, while monthly reviews celebrate your progress and highlight new opportunities. So, look at us. I like it. Dream space, open space, 30-day check-ins, fun space, that's important, genius space. Wow, that's really nice. So an original journal, a little bit bigger than that. So we have 6 items in this month's box. So here's your supplies. We have the Gaiam Restore Multi-Grip Stretch Strap. So it includes a stretch strap and exercise guide. It has 12 loops. It's 8 feet long for your stretching. We have the Happy Light Lumi that, paired with lighting indoors, the natural light of the sun is more than 100 times brighter. If we can't get the right dose of sunlight regularly, our sleep cycle is thrown off. Bright light therapy is a sunlight substitute that fights winter blues, energizes you, and improves your sleep pattern. We have brain juice. Every drop of brain juice has been evaluated and carefully selected for its ability to enhance cognitive function. Brain juice contains organic superfoods, all in a green tea base for added antioxidants. got the NeuroGum, proprietary nootropic caffeine plus L-theanine and B12 vitamins. It has been scientifically shown to boost focus and cognition. On top of that, NeuroGum is free of sugar or aspartame and utilizes natural active ingredients. We have the Gaiam Cold Therapy Massage Roller. It's stainless steel massage barrel with easy glide bearings for smooth rolling. Cold gel technology allows the roller to hold temperature for up to 20 minutes, helping reduce inflammation. You can put it in the freezer, so that's really cool. And the Daily Greatness Original 90-Day Journal. This 90-day edition, you'll be guided to form great habits through 8 daily steps of meditation, visualization, intentions, dream journaling, gratitude, evening self-awareness, questions, exercises, inspired actions, and inspiration. This weekly check-ins keep you committed, accountable, and motivated, while the monthly reviews celebrate your progress and highlight new opportunities. And the magazine, inside you'll find articles from physicians, mental health experts, peer pieces, and more. Each section is designed to help you demonstrate that people from all walks of life should work to maintain their mental health, and that together we can overcome the stigma that surrounds mental health. There you have it. So what do you think? Leave a comment below if you find this box interesting or helpful, or if you don't like it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is it something you'd be interested in, or do you know somebody else that would enjoy something like this? We have our light. I don't know what to think yet. I'm really excited about this happy light. I think that for me, because I live in the north, or the North Midwest, I think it's going to be very helpful this winter. And I was actually looking at something like this recently, and I thought, oh, that's interesting for cold therapy for muscles. And I haven't heard of this brand of journal. I think that'll be interesting. And of course, you know, who can't use some vitamins and energy? So overall, I think it appears to be a really good deal. The retail price of these things isn't listed, so I have no idea, but I will kind of spell it out and add that to the screen as I go through these when I'm editing. So you'll have a better idea. I didn't know what to fully expect. I did see one unboxing of the fall 2019 Broglie Box, and this is the winter Broglie Box. It's weird that I'm kind of speechless. I guess I'm pondering how I will use these items and if they're something I would use. I would say, you know, of course, you know, this would be great to carry one of these in your purse, and the gum, of course, you know, those things you can kind of take a bottle and your gum in your purse or bag or backpack. So that's kind of an easy thing. I do some yoga, but I haven't been lately. So maybe this will help me get kind of back into it. All the items, this is probably a thing I'm not sure I'm going to use, but out of a box of 6 things, that's not bad that there's only one item that I may not use. I'm definitely going to try it out, but you know, it's like, well, maybe, and maybe I'll love it. Who knows? I don't know. I can see myself using this. I can see myself using the light this winter and having my family use this. And as I said, I just saw something like this on Amazon while I was Christmas shopping, and it looked interesting. And the fact that you can put it in the freezer and apply cold therapy, I'm interested to try this out and see how it works. So I'm really glad that was included, because I was thinking about something like that. Overall, I mean, just for the items, not knowing how much they cost at this point, do I feel like it was worth it for $58? I think so. I mean, because then if you broke it down to monthly, let's say when you break it down that way, I mean, it's so hard to go, oh, this is worth $58 or $65 if you just got a 1-month subscription. But when you break it down, like, yeah, if you're going to try some brain juice, you know, I could see it being, you know, how much are like the energy drinks, you know, so you get a little energy shot of this brain juice that's healthy and good for you. and it'll give you an immediate mental or mood boost. You know, that's, and then you get your little energy gum. It'd be easy to quickly spend $15 in 1 month on that. And as I said, like if you want to try this cold therapy and you hold stress in your neck and shoulders for $15, exercise for $15, journaling, I'm going to try a 90-day journal for $15. That's a pretty good deal. Daily Greatness Original. And of course, I don't think you can buy these for $15. And to wake up every morning while you're getting ready, maybe eating your breakfast, have a little light therapy. I don't know. And you got the magazine to read all about things to help you. When I break it down to $15 a month, this definitely is a deal. And so then I would have to say it's worth around $60 for a season. So I guess I am happy with this, and I'm excited to try these products, and I'll keep you posted maybe in my weekly videos about how I'm liking different items from this box. So if you've been wondering what the Broglie Box is, you now have had a first-hand look at the Broglie Box. And again, look at that pretty pattern and the Broglie Box. I'm excited to see all the things that'll be in this year. So there you have it. Winter 2019-2020. Winter Broglie Box to promote health and wellness and good emotional well-being. So like I said, I'm excited about this light. That is I think that's my favorite thing. I'm really interested in this journal. It looks like it has some really good pages. That's it. Remember, as an artist, we have those days that just are a struggle, and we have weeks and years sometimes that are struggles. So why not set up a plan for yourself for good self-care? Maybe the Broglie Box can be a part of that, or maybe just you can be inspired by the Broglie Box and come up with your own self-care plan. So I will be providing a little list for you to use as an example to make your own tools of self-care list. And then you'll have your own toolbox of go-to things, quick ideas for yourself that will help you relax at the end of a hard day and remind you, if you keep it posted somewhere or in your journal, what things are meaningful for you to turn to in times of stress or anxiety, or just when you're feeling overwhelmed. How can you calm yourself down at the end of a hard day, or when the kids are being out of control? But remember to keep it simple, that these things don't have to be difficult or take up lots of time in your day. 5 things to be grateful for today, or making 5 minutes to put some watercolor on paper, or get your sketchbook out and sketch while everybody's watching TV. Making time for you is important. There's many ways to fit in self-care. We just have to be creative. Be creative. Think outside the box or in the box, as a case with this Broglie Box. I think what Julia started here is a great idea, and maybe we'll remove some of the stigma around taking care of ourselves and helping our mental health. I hope this was helpful. I hope you found something interesting or meaningful in this. I hope to offer more of this kind of content on Mondays. Hopefully after the new year, I'll kind of get on a schedule for posting videos. You kind of know when to turn to this channel to find the information that you're looking for. I think for anyone, especially artists, that we can forget about self-care, and that because many artists work from home and we put more pressure on ourselves to work 24/7 rather than taking the needed breaks. You know, we have deadlines and our business running, and we can forget about having fun or creating art that's fun rather than for profit or for clients, we forget that we're important. And if we don't take care of ourselves, we're going to get stressed, and you're more likely to get sick if you suffer high stress. So making time for yourself as part of your business plan is important. And on those days that you're just not feeling it, it might be better to just take a break. Give yourself some mental space to go out and do something that will revitalize your creativity rather than trying to force it. I think I liked my first Broglie Box experience, and I look forward to the next one. Now it seems like it's a long ways away for spring, but before you know it, it'll be here, and we'll be in the year 2020. Let's move into the next decade with a little bit more focus on self-care and self-love and less perfectionism and comparison. But you're the only one that can create art the way you do. And your voice in your art, your voice is uniquely yours. And you're not supposed to look like the next person. Your gifts won't look like the next person. And there's nothing more beautiful than a person who lights up talking about their interests and their joy. It's like they come alive. And of course you're going to get depressed if you can't live your truth. Find ways to live more your truth. Try to share your passions and joys with others, because you'll inspire them to find their joy. And I hope that this year will be a creative year for you, and that you'll share your creativity, or at least pursue it. So this next year, I'm going to work on being more present and work on greater self-care. I'm a person that kind of takes care of everybody else. And sometimes I put myself last. And so I'm not telling you to use something like the Broglie Box because I've got all the answers, because I don't. I can wear myself out looking after other people. And so I know that, I need to step up in my own life and do things like this and take care of myself. I've gotten better this year. That's why I started this channel, was to follow my joy. Share that with the world. That comes in the form of art, helping other people get creative. So I hope in this new year you'll join me. Help yourself start being more creative on a daily and weekly basis. Also practice really good self-care as we go through this new year. I'm not one that I don't necessarily believe in resolutions for the new year. Having a good self-care plan instead of what your goals are. So tell me what you liked and didn't like this season's box, and I hope that you enjoyed today's content. If so, let me know by liking this video. If you didn't, let me know that too in the comments. All comments I will answer. And I hope that you found something useful in this information, and I wish you a peaceful, calm day, and I hope that you go get creative. I'm Ari, this is Shamelessly Creative. Bye!